Oh man, I apologize. I gotta do my little introduction. My little introduction. My little introduction. Y'all know I can be a complete goofball. But I'm trying to wait for my I got my broadcast network on. So I'm waiting for them to send me uh notifications, YouTube, to let me know that I'm live streaming on YouTube. So when y'all see me pause for certain things, it's because I'm looking for the notifications to come from YouTube, my 2 Facebook pages, uh, Twitch, Twitter. These are other platforms that I'm restreaming to. And if anybody don't understand what a restream platform is, it's basically a live streaming. So the best way I can put it, and I'm not sure because I haven't got into it yet, to be honest with y'all, real serious, like a podcast, like a podcast. Um, Restreaming my Restream broadcast network. The package that I stream to 8 other different social platforms at one time. Now I have 5 over here on my iPad that I'm streaming to. And I have my TikTok, which is actually 6. Then I'll do Instagram as well sometimes. I'll put them all into one place. But the only reason why I did not do my TikTok over here, because TikTok is a little bit more stricter when it comes to certain words that you use. And when I open up my mouth, um, I'm just used to going. And when I'm on TikTok, I gotta follow their community guidelines. And the same things basically with like Facebook, mainly if you're talking about politics and religion, they will flag you for certain things, you know. Mainly somebody like me, as a human rights advocate, as a community activist, as a community organizer, I tend to talk about the issues and the problems that we having. And I can, when y'all hear me talk, I'm speaking for a lot of different cities, but I can only actually talk about Baltimore City. And whatever city you in, Chicago, Detroit, New York, we all have poor communities, DC, in those cities or in those areas. It's normally your poor is communities, your poorest, your inner city, the ghetto, the hood, that's normally being neglected, that's normally, overran with crime, violent criminal behaviors. In certain cases over here, the homicide rate, over here with TikTok, the unalive rate, the smugs. So anytime y'all hear Big Steve talk, I'm not just talking, I can share with you as well the work that we're doing to slow a lot of this down. And if you're familiar with politics, a lot of the stuff, and I'm not just talking about the actual political, I mean like the Democrats or Republicans. I'm just talking about the politics of life and policies and laws. They make more money off of your pain and misery. And they don't like when people like myself open up their mouth. They don't like when people like myself start talking about the recovery process. That's the word that I'm gonna use for right now. Now, since I said that, right, the recovery process, January the 26th will make 33 years on this road to recovery. In other words, on a religious tip, I'm gonna use this word for almost 33 years, a day at a time. I have repented from that lifestyle. Do that word better fit some of y'all that's real religious? I thank God a day at a time. I have not had the desire to run, use, and pick up and do a lot of the stuff I used to do. I have been, and I'm going to do it on a religious tip, I have been delivered from that lifestyle. I have not practiced that lifestyle in almost 33 years. So when y'all hear me say things out my mouth, and you want to say his pride, his ego, understand, when I yelled out back in 1993, when I yelled out for God to help me because my life was spiraling out of control. I was losing all control over my life. And what I mean, my thinking, my actions, my behavior, and all of that. And y'all know when I open up my mouth, I'm sharing the truth. I can only share my experience, my strengths, and my hopes. That's a process of recovery for the next person who y'all like to sit back and tell, oh, they'll never amount to nothing, they'll never be nothing, they'll never this and that, because you lost all hope for humanity as a whole. But when Steve Copeland opened up his mouth, it's to let y'all know that people can change their old ways of thinking. People can change their old behaviors. People can change and become a productive member of society today. But the reason why today is Monday. Today, I want to talk about men's mental health. My goal is to invite some men over that I feel like will be honest and true. I don't need this bull crap. I'm not for it. Now, I'm going to say this. If the men do not have the courage and the confidence to come up and be honest, I will allow the women to talk. All right? So I know on my Restream broadcast, I haven't set it up unless you come on. What's up, baby? Unless you come over to my regular Facebook page, I won't see your comments and stuff. But you got to come over to Stephen Copeland 99 at yahoo.com if you want to speak to me that way. But if not, if you're on my second page, which I'm live streaming to, you put a comment in it, I can't see it until I end this live. So I won't be able to communicate with you. But today, because it was been wearing heavy on my heart, once again, men, mental health, in the healing process. Men, mental health, in the healing process. And my goal is for a lot of the women, a lot of the queens, the only way you're going to understand a man behavior, because if you're not a man, if you're not a man, ladies, stop trying to put yourself in the category of something you're not. That's the same with me as a man. That's the same with me. Oh my goodness. Oh. That's the same with me as a man, right? I cannot, I ain't gonna say in a sense relate to you, right? But when it comes to our feelings and emotions, that's a different thing. But now, as a man, I don't understand a lot of the stuff that women go through in life. And I got daughters. I've been married twice. So the reason why I'm saying that, because anytime somebody going through certain things, and I'm gonna just say our women, right? I'll try to fix you, not realizing I can't fix you. So, and my ex-wife taught me this, right? Steve, I don't need you to fix me all the time. Like when certain things was happening or whatever, you know. She said, that's all I need you to do is listen. Blew me away. Blew me away. Certain things, yeah, we're going to try to help fix them with. But she was the one that told me, I don't need you. Like when she come complaining about something, I don't need you to try to fix me all the time. I just need you to listen. Big. And when she said that, I stopped. Because I understand that everybody have their own challenges in life, right? I shared not too long ago about and I got to go back to biblical, right? Like the once you get married, the two shall become one, right? Her body is your body is her body, stuff like that, right? But now you can play that role, and you're going to find out real quick, men and women, that that body is not your body. The saying sounds good, but when it talks about the two shall come together, it's talking about mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And it flies right over a lot of y'all heads. It flies right over y'all head. And when I hear people having conversations, and I am going to get to men's mental health, right? Matter of fact, listen to what I'm saying. But look, I believed in the same scenario. But be honest with you, it was my second wife that basically helped me understand just how much control a man do have over her body. Watch what I'm saying, family. Just like me, I'm the one, whether she did it or not, I'm the one that would step outside of my marriage. She had no control over that. I slept with who I choose to sleep with and was dead wrong. I took this body and laid it with another woman. So when y'all make little statements out your mouth about he cheated on me, no, he didn't cheat on him, on you. He cheated on himself with somebody else. Now, mind you, a lot of this stuff I did not understand early on. And the reason why I'm sharing this, to go into that area, right, when we talking about men's mental health. Now, watch how I'm talking. You hear how I'm talking? Know why I'm talking the way I talk? Because I was taught, gentlemen. And I'm going to go biblical on you on top of that. To thy own self, gentlemen, be true. To thy own self, gentlemen, be true. Because you know the reason why I'm saying this, because we can lie to everybody else. And that's what I begin to realize. We can lie to everybody else, but you can't lie to yourself. Knowing that you lying to everybody else and you being honest about lying to everybody else, you're still deceiving yourself. So what I had to learn in this process of talking about men's mental health, I had to learn to be honest with me. I had to learn to understand that it's okay compared to the old saying that a lot of us men grew up on. A man ain't supposed to cry. Certain cycles have to be broke. A man ain't supposed to cry, but I'm here, I'm hurting, I'm pained up, but I can't tell nobody where I'm at and how I feel. To me, that's a lie. To me, that's a lie. Because if I'm hurting about something and I need to get it out, and I'm telling y'all, before God turned my life around, I was a very, very violent man. And that's how I acted out on my feelings and my emotions when I suppressed them. They had to come out on somebody. I was the type of person, I carried a baseball bat, I carried a pew-pew, I carried a shotgun, I carried a machete, and I had no problem in swinging them and using them. So once I got clean, I got rid of those things. I got rid of them. Because if you're the type of person that don't know how to practice self-control and discipline, and somebody piss you off, and I'm just talking about the men, the women, you got to answer for yourself. I would act out in a violent way. And I thank God out of everything I done back in the days that I did not spend time over the prison. It was some other stuff that happened that sent me to that route, right? But had nothing to do with that lifestyle. But anyway, in saying that, the reason why I've been focusing on this a lot for the men's mental health, right? Because my thing is, I want us as men to learn how to be honest to yourself and understand that you are human. You know, that you do go through certain things in life. We do have ups and downs. And I'm going to tell y'all this on a personal note, and I hate it. Stop telling people, if you hear somebody acting a certain way and you want to tell them, oh, he caught up in his feelings and emotions, let him be caught up in them. Because if that's the way he can express himself, by getting it out, and it might sound a little immature and stuff like that, normally that's the child. That's why you hear the immaturity in certain men, because it's that little boy inside of him that's trying to vent. But then what we'll do, we'll label you. Oh, he acting like a kid. Oh, he acting like, yes, look at it. So I don't do that to us. I don't do it because I had to do some work on Steve. And once I started understanding, Fizz, right, that it's okay to cry. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to say you don't know this. You don't know that. I don't have to act like I know everything at 63. Because in my mind, Fizz, I think I do, right? But then I realized I really don't know nothing. And I'm just saying, you can always learn. You always got to keep your heart, your mind open to learn. You get me? So these are things that personally I had to do. And as a guy who sponsor men and women and helping them to put their lives back in order, it all starts with communication. Now, Fizz, talk to me for a minute because I want to see what is it, Tez? Oh, Tez, God darn it. My little nephew. But yeah, thanks, man, for coming up. Now I want cause I love the way you talk, Taz. And you better not start playing with Unc. But look, you're a man. And I want you to share some stuff with me as being a man, right? Share some stuff with me, like some challenges and how you was able to overcome, so we can help other people. Come on, nephew. Wait a minute. I gotta turn it up. All right, there you go. Come on.
Kind of like still going through it or whatever, like, but I was raised like to not like cry and stuff like that. But now though, I'm trying to break that. Like, I be having breakdowns sometimes and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I be telling myself, man, I'm human. Like, I ain't about to be, not about to. Then like that's like basically killing yourself, you know? Like,
right.
Yeah, I ain't trying to do that. Like, that's really real. Like, and people take that as a joke. Like, mental health is really real. Like, that's really real. I'm going through like a little mental, like I'm going through like a depressed stage right now,
right?
Or something like that. Yeah, yes, sir.
And I'm glad you said that. And I ain't mean to cut you off, nephew. That's what a lot of men go through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going through it right now, but like it's like my people telling me, "Oh, suck it up, you a man," but that's not even the case. Like, I'm still a human, like, you know.
And see, when it's okay, cause let me.
24, like my brain ain't even fully developed yet. Like, I'm only 24 years old.
Right now, look, over 32 years ago, right? Since you said that, when I first got clean, nephew, and
Yes,
my first marriage was messed up. Then I got into another relationship that was messed up. So I didn't know, but I was telling the guy that was sponsoring me at the time, I was thinking about unaliving myself. Let me put it like that, right? Because of where I was at. And I told him, I said, I'm thinking about going to sign myself away. And he told me, he said, well, if that's what you think about doing, signing yourself away, he said, go do it. Because I didn't want to actually try to do that. You know what I mean? So when I did, hello? Dang it. Wait a minute. See, my daughter, she know I come on about this time, and then she'll turn around and want to call. She gonna be like, Daddy on this live. But look, I went and got some help, and I'm sharing this because I want our men to understand, not just the men, the women too, that when you're going through certain things and you can't cope with it or deal with it, or it's begin to be overwhelming. That's the best word I can use, right? Go and seek some help. See, everybody don't need meds. They just need somebody to explain to them how to cope with whatever it is without doing something destructive. And that's why I went. Jalen. All right. I am. Hey. Jalen, since you came up, that's what I do. I yell.
But nah, though, man. Yeah, that's really what I'm going to like. But I ain't really got nobody to like talk to or none of that. Like, so it just be eating me up sometimes.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, right? Because what I learned in that process.
What you just had said, like, I don't like not in the mood, but I was used to think about the unreliable situation thing, but like, nah, I don't think like that in the mood. But it be time, like, it be thinking about it.